Hold out. Okay, so Nay dropped another recording between her and Ariane. And what I can tell y'all is from these recordings, they were on the phone a lot. Not even just the recordings that she dropped, not even just those. I feel like Nay had made Ariane feel very comfortable with her. She made her feel as if she had a friend in her. So from my perspective, Ariane was calling Nate a lot. And me being the person that I am and how I am with people, and I'm not quick to trust people, and I keep my guards up, and I have to protect myself at all costs. Baby, I can bet you Nate probably recorded every call she had with Ariane. And I am waiting for her to drop the recording of her and Ariane speaking of what happened the night that everybody claimed they were arrested. So on this call, it picked up with Ariane talking about Sheree, which I could care less about at this point. I was anxious to hear it a while ago, but now that that whole storyline between Sheree and Martell has ended, girl, I don't care. I don't care about how you feel about Sheree, what was going on with her and Martell. It was fake. It wasn't fake. Who cares? It's over with. So we get into the portion of them speaking about Carlos King and how grimy he is, how money hungry he is. I just added that part. But how he can't be trusted. And Ariane had the nerve to say that Martell and Melody don't even realize that Carlos King is the reason that their family ended. Say what now? So Martell cheating on her wasn't a reason. You going off the handle and posting things about her husband and what y'all do behind closed doors wasn't a reason. You getting pregnant multiple times and having a baby wasn't a reason. You calling his phone, she picking it up, you cussing her out, that wasn't a reason. Carlos King was the reason that their family ended. No, baby boo-boo. Martell was the reason that he lost his family. And you contributed to it. And she's aware of that because she said on this call, I feel bad because of what Melody went through and I played a part in it and she was an innocent bystander. Deep down inside, Ariane knows what she did was wrong. She know that the part she played was very, very detrimental to this woman's life and her marriage. Not saying that it was all her fault, because at the end of the day, Martell was the one that took those vows and he was the one that said, I do. And he was the one that stepped out on his wife. However, Ariane was a willing participant. I understand that Nay's job was to keep Ariane on a certain type of level, you know, to keep her cool and calm and to defend her and stroke her ego. But when she was like, nah, Melody played a role in Nay, she was taking accountability. Let her feel bad for what she did. Let her sit in that. Let her express that, because that's really what she need to get to. She really needs to get to that point where she can sit down and say, honestly, I was wrong for what I did. I was wrong for the part that I played. I feel bad for this woman. They want to sit up here and say Mel was so bad. She was a bad wife. She was a bad mother. She was a bad friend. But Ariane sat up there and said she was an innocent bystander. And then the nut had the nerve to say, your wife wasn't enough, so I know I'll never be enough. You don't say. You don't say, Einstein. You will never be enough. You will never be enough for him, because you will never be good enough for him to be out in the public with, because in his eyes, you are a peasant. You are low budget and you are low grade. He will never come out with you. And when he does, it's going to be to the point where he has nothing else. It's going to be to the point where he's literally at the bottom and have to start everything over. Shows gone, wine's gone, suit line's gone. He can't get with another woman for a storyline. Nobody's going to want to deal with him. And then at that point, you will get what you said you was waiting on, your ring. Now let's get to this stupid part. This fool said that she was done with Martell. I think this call was earlier this year or late last year, sometime or another. However, we go from there. Oh, I'm done with him, and the only way that I'll be back with him is if he get me a ring and get on one knee on live and say we get married. Girl, child, boo. Here we are, months and months later, and Martell still is claiming to be a single man, and he ain't with you. But you are still dealing with this man, still laying up with this man, still sitting up here fighting the world for this man. But you said that the only way he was going to get you back, and I know we lied. You know what? Not lie, but as women, we go back on our word. But the thing about it is, we can't go back on our word being dumb. We all have been through, well, the majority of us have been through situations and relationships where we've been lied to, we've been played, we've been hurt. But the thing about that is you grow from those situations. You don't sit in them and remain a dummy. You don't go years and years and years being a fool. Like when they asked her, I would never sit with my husband for 5 years after he told me he ain't leaving his girlfriend with you. And she said no. But the whole time you'd have been sitting up here 7, 8, 9, 10 years with a married man. And after he done got his divorce, here we are 3 years later. You still sitting with this married man and waiting. And the only thing you got was a baby. The only thing you have, baby, is a baby that you have to take care of. Well, you ain't working, so I'm assuming that Marcel does take care of y'all financially for the most part. But that man's going to get tired of that. He's going to get tired of that because he's struggling himself. So now he has to struggle to take care of himself when he can barely keep a roof over his head. And now he got you and the little baby boy Knox tagging along. That's very frustrating. I can imagine. And when he have to sit up and look at you after you done laid up with him, he got to still think about, dang, I lost everything behind this. Everything is gone, and now I'm sitting here stuck, having to deal with her big mouth, and this baby. That ain't no dream. That ain't no dream come true. It's this group on Facebook that I just joined. It's called Love and Marriage Huntsville. No bars, hope, no hope bars. And when I tell y'all, I know we be on here dragging Ariane. But for me, it's coming from a place of love. Like, think big, bitch. Think big. You think it's small with Martell. Move on. Reinvent yourself, girl. Do something. Stop being stupid. You think it's small, you gotta think big. But then this is page on Facebook. And when I tell you those women on there are off, it's disgusting. The things that they say about Melody. Because it's like, okay, you don't like her, that's fine. However, it should be a point of, I'm not the type of woman that if I dislike you, I can't give you credit. That's a lie. Because I'm not a hater, right? And I'm secure with myself. So even if I don't like you, I still can say, oh, that look good. Or she did that. That's what's up. These people are on here literally trying to drag this woman for accomplishments. Okay, she got a honorary doctorate degree. A lot of people don't, it is what it is. No, she didn't earn it academically, but for whatever reason, she got it. They want to say, oh, she copying such and such. Well, somebody else had it before such and such. She added a new product to her line. Oh, she copying Stormy. Oh, she do this, she do that. Oh, she ain't the first to do that. Okay, well, she did it. Like, you can't drag somebody for achieving a goal that you can't even imagine getting yourself, obtaining yourself. See, and this is what I come in. It was like, oh, she leasing her house. Baby, most people can't even dream. They can't fathom of stepping foot and spending the night at the type of home that Melody leased. Most people can't even, they don't even possess the means to rent out a home of the state of Melody's home for a day. So what do I look like? Or what do you or anybody else look like? Sitting up here saying, oh, she leasing it. That ain't nothing. Can you do it? Could you afford it? Could you walk in those shoes? Could you pay those bills she paying? Shut the hell up. It's ridiculous how women are, how the hate runs so high. So what I'm doing right now, because don't get it confused, it ain't hate towards Ariane. It's, why are you so stupid? It's, I'm a year older than her, been through similar situations, but could never put myself in the position to be a fool like that. It's, girl, you need to grow up. Girl, you need to learn. Every conversation this girl has had, she tried in some way to compare herself to Melody. Oh, Martell did. He lied to me. He did the same thing to Melody. He did the same thing to Melody. But the thing about it is, Melody elevated. Melody advanced. It's like you're just losing, and losing. So you can't compare yourself to Melody. You can't put yourself in the same situation because, for one, that was her husband. She said he talked so much about Mel and he didn't like this and that about her, but he married her. Keywords. He married her. So regardless of what he say to you, people can say anything out of their mouth. It's those actions that should prove something to you. He didn't like the way her body was shaped. Then what you say following that? But you went and got her body done. So you can't sit up here and say, oh, he's just crazy about me. He don't play about me. That's why he was so aggressive about me. He can't do that with Sheree. You know, she's an older woman. She probably say, who you talking to like that? Exactly, because everybody ain't going to take what you take. Everybody's self-esteem is not in the gutter. Everybody's self-worth is not in the gutter. So no, he couldn't do Sheree like that. Because Sheree know her worth and her value. And Sheree knew that, for one, Martell ain't the type of man you submit to. Because what you got? You on a reality TV show and you have 5 kids. Get the hell out of here. Shut the hell up. Ariane makes no sense when she speaks. Every time I hear a recording, I just hear the envy, the jealousy, and the hate. She's so angry about Martell embarrassing her, but to be quick to get online and embarrass herself. So the fact that Martell is now stuck with you because he really can't make any moves right now. And speaking of moves, when she made that little comment of, if Melody didn't want all the attention, like try to be the center of attention, she could be that girl. Ariane looks up to that woman. I don't care what nobody say. She look up to that woman. She admires who Melody is, what she has, what she can achieve. And she hate that so much because that's what she thought she could imitate Mel and she could take her place. She thought that she could be for Martell what Melody was for him. And that life that Mel and her kids had, her and her daughter and now her son could have had. But that's not the case. You cannot sit and revel in somebody's pain. She was so excited and so happy when the ending of those people's marriage came. She didn't look beyond the trees to see, well, what is this going to mean for me? Where is this going to put me? Is this going to make me any better? Is this going to make us any closer? No, dummy. It's about to make life a lot harder for you. And then we're stuck here waiting for recordings to drop to see her true, to hear her true feelings. To know that you really don't feel like you're that girl. You really don't have Martell at the drop of a dime. Because if you did, you wouldn't have to tell him, talk trash about Sheree to him, telling him that she looked like a man, for him to throw it up in your face that, oh, she looked like an older you. What the hell? These people are crazy. But nonetheless, they are entertaining. So we're going to keep our ears open and just wait for Nay to keep dropping these recordings. I'm not sure she planning on dropping them once a month. Like, girl, what are you doing? Get on with the get on. Bring them. And we just going to wait for the next one, y'all.